to Sensibly Frugal Living. Today, as promised, I have a declutter and clean with me video, a back to school decluttering clean, whatever you want to call it. We are going to work room by room, but first off, we are doing the front room, which is the most used room of the house. It is also the room where things get dumped and where my son plays. And look at that corner. Oh my goodness, that's me. That's all me, that mess. But it gives me a clear mind when I know that things are clean, and when I say deep clean, we want to do skirtings where I can. Some furniture I can't pull out, but you know, cleaning the sofas, cleaning the skirtings, going through things to declutter things, high level dusting, the lot. In true Sensibly Frugal Living realistic style, this actually takes me 3 days. So don't think I got all this done in one day, because I did not. And sometimes I came back and there was new messes I had to clean up before I could get to the deep cleaning again. But this day, the first day, I had the most motivation. I dusted everything, high level, anything on the walls, everything got dusted. I don't mind dusting. Dusting is okay. I'm a housekeeper, so doing my own house is not top of my priority. I like things to be clean and tidy. I keep on top of things, but it doesn't mean I enjoy it. What really is the bane of my life is doing dishes. I hate doing dishes. If we had a dishwasher, oh my god, I would love it. I would love a dishwasher, but we don't. I am the dishwasher. My daughter helps with the dishes as well. We tend to do them in the evenings, like after tea, so they kind of accumulate a little bit, especially throughout the summer holidays. They were accumulating through the day, and then we do one big load of dishes at the end of the day. But I don't mind dusting at all, especially when I'm using the Ujima flipper, what do you call it? The high level duster thingamabobby, calling it every name apart from what it is. Duster on a stick. I like doing that, flicking all the dust around, making sure all the cobwebs are gone, because we had a lot of cobwebs. But then again, we've been noticing a lot of spiders. Like this time of year we get them a lot, but we're getting a lot of spiders and we don't know where they're coming from. But anyway, less on the spiders because it gives me the heebie-jeebies. We also needed to clean the sofa. I do it more than once a year, but it does get dirty quickly and you don't even realise until you've cleaned it. You get to see like an end shot of the water and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But I made sure the sofas were cleaned, and I also stripped the cushions of the covers, and they all went in a long wash as well, and I hung them up to dry, so I didn't put them back on this day. I hung them on the airer to dry. I didn't want to put them in the tumble dryer in case they shrunk, so I hung them on the airer to dry until they were nearly all the way dry, and then I put them in the tumble dryer just to finish them off for the last 10 minutes to make sure they were properly dry, otherwise they'll end up smelling like wet dogs. I love this style of sofas for cleaning. It's so easy to wipe over. Our old sofa, our really tatty old one, we had one of those big covers that you pull over the top, which hides a multitude of sins, but I used to wash that regularly as well. So I do like a sofa that you either can wipe down or I can put covers on it that can be washed regularly, because they just get so filthy. I get a lot of comments about my sofas. I love the colour of my sofa. This was my dad's suite before they renovated, and he was trying to sell it. Nobody wanted to buy it. And I'd always said, oh, I love the colour of your sofas. So when they had no luck selling it, they were going to dump it and said, would you like it? If, you know, we're going to dump it, you can have it for free. And I jumped at the chance because, like I said, we had a really tatty old sofa. But this one, I love it. Not my husband's favourite colour, but you know, it's free, it's practical, and they are good quality, and they seat all of us, because we got a 3-seater and a 2-seater, and they recline. So I wasn't going to say no, but I do get a little comment. Somebody commented, ooh, gross. Look at those sofas. Yeah, what about them? I love them. I'm not inviting you round for tea, so jog on, mate. But like I always say, you have to look after your things, and my son was getting in the habit of jumping on them and parkour, you know, my lord. So I was saying to him, you are going to break these, and they're a lot of money. Sofas are a lot of money, so when you get given one for free, you look after it. So that means maintaining it, washing it, putting covers on it if you need to, because sofas are a hefty investment if you buy them brand new. I mean, I've never had a brand new sofa in all my life, but they are, and nowadays I think people are cottoning onto that. So I've not seen any free or really cheap sofas on Marketplace or anything in a long time, so we are looking after these. And that means cleaning the absolute mess that was behind it. So many cobwebs. Ugh, but I feel so much better knowing that that's all cleaned out. Just, yeah. Storing things behind your sofa is okay until you start just chucking stuff down there. The next thing I needed to clean was my cross stitch. I've just been dumping, again, dumping ground, see? Especially for crafts and hobbies and things, but the whole bag was full of cobwebs and spiders. Ugh, I felt itchy after doing this, but I feel a lot better that I've actually sorted out my stuff now, and I've got some bits and pieces that I'm going to put together. I'm not doing it yet, but I want to put together things to sell on Vinted, like old patterns and things. So yeah, it was worthwhile doing this because it's given me some ideas. I would say 90% of my cross stitch stuff is secondhand or has been given to me. So again, I want to look after it, but it just gets so chaotic down in that little spot, and I don't know what else to do with it because we're not a household with lots of cupboards, like built-in cupboards at all. The only built-in cupboards we have got are the airing cupboard and the cupboards in the front room. And we all know the cupboard in the front room is my Monica cupboard, and we will not be cleaning that today, thank you very much, because it's full of Christmas stuff. And that might be a nearer Christmas clean, because then I have to take everything out of it anyway. So yeah, don't judge me, I'm not cleaning the Monica cupboard. I am, however, cleaning the basket, the blanket basket, and the blankets that we haven't been using, the really thick ones, have gone in the wash, and I hung them up to dry when we had a windy day, just so that I could get them washed ahead of the colder seasons. I also gave my bookshelf a good going over. It needed a good dust. I tried to get the hoover down the sides and everything, down the back, because it's one of the things I can't move by myself, but it's okay. I've managed to get all the cobwebs and stuff from around it, and yeah, that bookcase is my pride and joy. But you wouldn't think it with all the stuff I had dumped on top of it. Again, fabric, craft supplies, cross-stitch stuff, it was all on there. So I've dumped it all on the table so that I can organise it and get it a bit more put together, because the bits of fabric and everything need to be together. I have them spread out all over the front room. So it was good to just consolidate. I needed to consolidate. My brain needed everything consolidated. And yeah, I know where everything is now. And I couldn't clean the table without getting everything off the top of it. That is our like dumping space. When we sit down for tea, sometimes I'm just putting stuff on the floor so that we can sit down and have a family meal. Yeah, I know. So I gave it a really good clean. It's a bit wobbly. This is the oldest, probably tattiest thing. Again, this was given to us for free by my dad. And I was going to put covers on it, but what's the point of putting covers on the chairs when my son will drop food on it every 5 seconds and I'm just going to be washing them. I just need to wipe them down, and then when, you know, the kids are older, we'll probably get a better table, a bit more sturdy, but it works for now. So now we're on day 2. As you can see, I have stuff everywhere again. Clothes that need sorting, towels need putting away. It just got too much. We had a really busy day. I wasn't doing much. So I thought, you know what, I need to get something done. The cushion covers were dry, so I got them on the cushions just so I could spread them out, make it look nice, because it looked horrible without the cushion covers on. It's okay to, you know, accomplish just one thing or 2 things. We had a really busy day. We went to the open air cinema. We didn't get up the road until like 4:30, and then it was straight into tea time, and it was just manic. So once my son was in bed, I thought, you know, I've got to get some bits done. I did the dishes, I put the cushion covers back on, and I folded up all the towels and just gave the place a little bit of a tidy. So that was all I accomplished on day 2. I enjoyed my evening. I did a bit of cross stitch, and the next day was another day, and I crack on then. So now we're on to day 3. Things have come back in the front room. The vintage pile, I was sorting through vintage stuff. The gift pile, I was sorting through for a present. It just came back in the front room. I need to shift it, but that doesn't happen today. I also got a bag to start putting the Harvest Fair stuff in, because that is also dotted in the windowsill and on the table, and we need to get it sorted. As soon as this season is over, it will be a little bit less hectic in our front room. I cleaned the windows. We haven't long cleaned the windows inside, not outside. But the voile and the curtains were also washed and put outside when it was sunny, beginning of the summer, so I'm not doing them again. I can't be bothered to do them again. And I have to get on with this. This, again, is all craft stuff and stuff I don't know what to do with. Like, I've got cross-stitch projects I've started. I want to finish them. I'm going to finish them. But I've had, like, presents and stuff to make, so I've moved on to that, and Harvest Fair stuff to make. So I was just sorting it. I hadn't long ago sorted out the little desk tidy there, so I've left that as it is. Give it all a good de-cobweb. Honestly, the cobwebs are crazy. you'd be forgiven for thinking Lady Havisham lives here. You can see a ghost coming out of the wall. My goodness, cobweb galore. Anyway, got that tidy, got that dusted. Had to sort everything out because, like I said, there's just so many craft projects and random bits and pieces, more fabric that needs to go together. I decided to keep it all with my cross stitch stuff. I have dish bowls. I use dish bowls because these were cheaper at the time than buying storage containers. I was using them in the kids' wardrobe. I have this dish bowl. It's gonna have some craft stuff put in it and go with the cross stitch stuff, so that's what I'm doing. Doesn't look great, but it's all in one place. That's the thing. I don't have lots of cupboard space, guys. I live in a bungalow. So I did the second shelf. Most of this is my son's, what do you call it, football stickers, books and things, but I do keep my photo frames that I like thrift or get really cheap there that I want to put my cross stitch in, but they're gonna have to stay there. That's where they live now. That's their home. So I give that a good wipe out and I literally just put everything back in there. But look how much tidier it looks. Oh, so much tidier. Even my daughter looked at it and was like, what is going on over there? I said, it's just like a craft bomb has hit it. This cupboard I'm cleaning out. The wires and stuff, a lot of them aren't even connected to anything. I'm not touching the wires. Last time I did something to the internet. I don't know. And yeah, my husband wasn't best pleased, so I'm just sorting out my bits and pieces. I am not being responsible for the internet to go down in my house. There'll be a lot of unhappy people. So the other bit, the main bit I wanted to do was to clean behind the chair where the toys are. I'm not sorting the toys because my son did that at the beginning of the summer holidays and we gave away a huge bundle to a local car booter. Somebody who just is trying to make a bit of money reselling. It was all perfectly good. Too good to throw away, but maybe not good enough to sell, if you know what I mean. So I know that everything here he's sorted through. All I need to do was clean it. I did hoover it. I don't know what happened to the footage. I did hoover under these, but I did, I promise. But the footage has gone into the ether. I don't know. So I went over the skirting boards, got rid of the cobwebs, gave it a good hoover, and I just put everything back where it was. And then I put all the craft stuff that was just sat on the floor down there. Don't know why. I put it in the craft drawer where it belongs. So that's much better and spider free. To finish up, I thought I'd hoover again, and I put a bit of Shake and Fresh down. I love a good bit of smelly for the carpet. Always use this. This is one of the things I do buy extra cleaning stuff, is carpet freshener. Just adds a bit of some and makes you feel like you've actually cleaned, you know, when you sit down and it smells nice and fresh. So I went over everything with the hoover, and I did realise that I didn't show you anything I decluttered. I don't have a lot of clutter really, but I did declutter 2 hardback books and some craft bits. They're in my Vinted bag. I actually sold one of the books the same day for £4, so I'm just waiting on these things to sell now. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.